Hi, I'm Val.
Hi, I'm Walt.
I really appreciate that Walt and I are here together this week, and you've included and given us the opportunity to bring our son, who's 3, he'll be 4 in a couple months. And I've just really appreciated the opportunity to see how we operate in myself, how I operate, but also in relation to Walt and our son. And it's cool to see my part in his behavior, especially when it's not what I say I prefer, uh, and how I sometimes drive him or my behavior affects his behavior. And I guess
I noticed something. You know, we talked with you guys, or maybe it was you, one of you guys. I think it was you. You were listening. You, Val, were speaking with us yesterday, and we were talking about Logan's way of relating to life and how where it was heading. And you guys heard it. And when you went to the babysitting room, he was a different child.
yes.
And I noticed it last night all through dinner. And I noticed it this morning as well.
Yeah. It's really he is so in tune with his environment and with us.
And I noticed it a lot this morning when we were getting ready to come to breakfast. I played it off last night a little bit because he was sleeping when we picked him up. And so I put it toward that he was sleeping and
He was already relaxed.
he's already, yeah. But when the way he acted last night when we went, well, I took him back to our room. Val stayed down here, and we had such a great evening. He he moved right along. I didn't even really had to say anything. We walked in, he got ready for bed. He climbed in bed, and I climbed in next to him. He's like, "Wait, Dad!" And he jumped out of bed and put all the stuffed animals in with us. And then we were reading a book when Val got home.
Yeah, it was so sweet. Usually I've traditionally the one who puts him to bed, reads him a book, and it was really sweet seeing you guys.
Yeah,
reading.
But you know, so here's the thing. When you first started talking, I got this image. You come from two very, very different cultural backgrounds.
Yes.
Yes. And one has got music and sophistication
And orchestras.
and
Yes.
college
The clarinet.
education.
Yes.
And the other is rather
Hay bales and cows and
tractors and deer and whatever it takes to survive as a farmer. And you think you know better,
Yes.
and you think you know better. And somewhere, if you want to raise a healthy child, you're going to have to come together and realize that you don't know enough between you. And you have to discover it in the moment. So you don't need to know in advance. But if you are there, you will see what that kid needs. And again, it's consistency. It's consistency and a cooperation between the two of you, cooperating, both of you operating as one.
Awesome.
And that gives him a chance to not have to go through what you went through. And you don't want him to have to go through what you went through.
no.
See? Or what you went through. Now, yours wasn't as harsh, but it doesn't mean it wasn't as difficult.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
So you said you blew it off because he was quiet last night and this was a new Logan. So what happened this morning?
It was really fun because we have two queen size beds. I think. So at night, Val will fall asleep with him, and then she comes and crawls in with me. And then in the morning, normally he comes and crawls in with us for a few minutes before we all get up as a family. So Val and I were talking in bed, and he's sleeping. And he wakes up and he stretches, and Val says, "Hey, buddy, why don't you come cuddle with us?" And he lays down. He goes, "Why don't you come cuddle with me?" So we both got up and we piled in bed with him, and he snuggled in between us and the big smile on his face, and it was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. You see, when you get agitated, you blame it on circumstances,
Mhm.
rather than really realize that you have somehow gotten reactivated and now you're agitated.
And you think time and space and distance matter? He slept some distance away in rooms and relaxed when you relaxed in here.
That's so true. And that was the first day he has ever taken a nap this week.
Yeah.
So even that he took a nap.
And the nap was not punishment or
Right.
like, please God take a nap so I can have a break. It was,
Yeah.
Listening is everything. If you truly listen to each other, your kid will behave amazingly well. If you're not listening to each other, you're fighting. And he will manifest that in his universe. Your choice. But it's always about you, not about him.
and you can't do it wrong. So now it's like the pressure not to fight rather than
You can fight. I don't mind you fighting.
it's
But it's the pressure to listen to each other. Because if you actually hear each other, the fight's over anyway.
Well,
Right.
Val said something to me the other day about fighting and conversation. How did you?
Oh, we were fighting in the beginning of this conversation. And then somehow we started really listening to each other.
Well, who started listening?
Well,
I started listening to Val.
okay.
Good.
yeah.
Ooh, that is so good. You put down your manly mantle and listen. Ooh, I like that.
It was really, I liked it too. It was so cool. And I really felt like went from feeling,
Well, what he did was he took the pressure off you. Your fight squeezed out the sides, fell away,
yes,
only out of his listening to you. That's all he did. But suddenly you had no more desire to fight.
exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. Yeah. And then we started talking about the difference between a discussion and a fight. Because at first he's like, well, we're just having a discussion. And I'm like, this is not a discussion. We're fighting. And he's like, well, what is the difference? So then I really looked.
What is the difference?
And I said, a discussion is when both sides put down their own point of view to really hear what the other person is saying and see it from their point of view, something along those lines. Whereas a fight is where both sides are not willing to put down their
What
point of
was
view.
that smile?
I heard fight. You said fight was putting down both sides, not discussion. Sorry.
Is that what it?
I thought I heard you say fight, not discussion. The first word.
It matters
Oh.
not.
Yeah, right.
You gave up being right
No, I didn't.
long enough to hear what you said.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
And the problem is you're both very smart in different ways. See, you can't pull the stupid farm boy.
Good old boy.
Stupid farm boy. You're not going to correct me with
Nice
your
try.
better. That's how people avoid listening. They give you a better example.
No, I'm
of
a
what you
good
gave
old
them.
boy.
Now-
No, you are a stupid farm boy. In your mind before good old boy. came-
Because you hold that she has a degree and that gives her some intellectual superiority, even though it doesn't.
And then you're proving that your life experience is equal or better than that highfalutin nonsense, like book reading to your son at night with all of his stuffed animals.
That was fun.
I certainly hope he turns out manly with those stuffed animals.
I enjoyed it.
Good. You enjoyed the stuffed animals?
Absolutely.
Oh,
That was a
good.
lot of fun. He told me each name. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.